the site and tell them to go to YouTube. Hold on. If there's anybody still there. They all left. It's still buffering. Yeah, I'm on YouTube. All right, you want to call me back? You want me to call you back? Steve? I'm on YouTube, Steve. All right, you gonna call me back? You want me to call you back? All right, I'll call. All right, thanks a lot, Steve. Okay, bye-bye. How you doing, Ross? You got a visual? Sorry about that. You get a visual? Okay, sorry about all of this. There's something wrong with the streaming media server. So he's gonna call me back. This is better than nothing. Same thing. Okay. Ostinato. Now, I decided to do an ostinato in 5/4. I normally have been working with ostinatos in 3/4 and 6/8. And we're going to explore all of those. Before we do the lesson, the 5/4, what I want to do, and one of the reasons why I enjoy playing the ostinato pattern on the bottom, and the bottom meaning the bass drum and hi-hat, it's because I was influenced by Max Roach, that's number one. The drums also waltz. The guy was brilliant, and he was a genius, and one of the greatest players ever. And then comes Terry Bozzio. Now, there's all forms of different ostinato patterns, and the one that I heard Max Roach do was the drums also waltz, which is in 3/4, and he's playing 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's the whole bottom. In the bottom, the bass drum is on the count of 1, and the hi-hat on the count of 3. So we'd have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now that would be constant. Okay, and what he's doing is he's playing that, on the bottom and playing on top of it or against it, on top. He's phrasing, he's having a conversation. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So that's going on, the bottom. Now, the next ostinato that I heard was with Terry Bozzio. Now, the first ostinato was in 6/8. Terry Bozzio is playing his hi-hat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And his bass drum 1. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And he would play against that. So I left out 1 foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to be working with that eventually, reading from the 6/8 book. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now, I want to explore the 5/4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All I did was I took one note off of the 6/8 ostinato. Now, I'm going to play the ostinato on the bottom, and I did supply everybody with, I believe it was 3 sheets, playing quarter notes, eighth note triplets, and 16th notes with one hand against that pattern. So let me demonstrate that and play it a little slow. I think this would be a good tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a little too fast, but I'm not loose. 16ths. That with my right hand and I go through with my left hand, and I'll hang out with it for a while just so I get the feel. Or I'll just do quarter notes. When I feel good with the quarter notes, I'll jump to the 8th notes. Okay? And that was one part that I gave you on the sheet. The next part was alternating strokes on the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Triplets and the 16ths. Now, all that is an exercise to feel the different notation, the quarter note, the 8th note triplet, and the 16th. Whether it's one-handed or alternating the strokes. It's an odd time, so you need to be a little careful because if you're starting with the right hand, for example, doing quarter notes, it's going to switch to the left hand on the 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, or I do alternate rather. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. See how it switches over? So get used to that, get the feel of that. And then I supply with some reading, which we're not going to hang out with tonight. What I like to do before you do the reading is just to play the ostinato pattern over and over and over again. 20 minutes. You're going to make a lot of mistakes. And the thing is to notice the mistakes and repair the mistakes. Okay, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, mistakes, so what? Now, just work on that, Stay with the quarter notes. Do them one-handed, do them in doubles, do them in paradiddles, do them alternating strokes and single strokes. And do the same thing with the 8th notes. And then the triplets. You're gonna, if you want to do para triplets or playing the triplets with doubles against that pattern, It's a hell of a journey. It's gonna help you, you won't believe. Okay? In the 16ths, you wanna do them as paradiddles, you wanna do paradiddle diddles, you wanna do odd groupings. I wouldn't go that far. Just get the feel of the ostinato itself. Now, if that's 1, 2, 3 ostinatos, or even 4. We're gonna hang out just with the 5/4 for a while. Now, you've come across, see, the term ostinato is a little confusing. A pattern which repeats itself over and over again. Now, if I'm playing, for example, we refer to it as the money beat. If I'm playing the same thing over and over again, that's considered an ostinato. I'm not playing against it. But now, here comes the Gary Chaffee time functions. He refers to the right hand and the left hand as an ostinato, maneuvering the bass drum. Okay? And he has a ton of different cymbal patterns. Remember 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 4, 1 and 1 and just in the paradiddle ostinato. There's so many different things here, and it gets somewhat confusing. As like, for example, I want to mix this in here, the son clave, the 2/3 or the 3/2. That's a rhythmic key, and everybody's playing off the 3/2 or 2/3. So therefore, is that the clave or is that an ostinato? I think it's kind of confusing rather. Do we all understand that, gentlemen? No? Yes? Maybe? Any questions? We all got it? I have it rather? You have it? You have it? How about you, Ross? Okay, and you know, it's a long process. We're not about, you know, being Max Rhodes or Joe Morello or Terry Bozzio or Buddy Rich, or all those guys. It's you, your journey into the ostinato. I like to just sit here and relax and think in 5. Now, it's hard for me to do this and watch the questions and watch the cameras. So what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to pay attention to the computer. Occasionally I'll look over, if everything is working out okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, nice and easy. And just improvise and kind of orchestrate. You're going to make a lot of mistakes. Like I made a couple of mistakes there with the ostinato pattern itself, and I realized it, and I corrected it. And that's the journey of learning. We get that? Now, I'm working hard on this. I haven't had much time to actually practice, and that's because of me being in the hospital and my computer was down, and now we're having some issues with the streaming company. If it's not one thing, it's another thing. You got it, Paul? Just the thing is, you need to just hang out. You got it, Ross? Good for you. How about you, Michael? If you don't have it, it's okay. Just, you know, I'll slow it down, no problem. Now, Tomorrow in the afternoon and tomorrow in the evening, you have the reading sheet. We're going to read off the 5/4, whatever I wrote out. And we're gonna journey into the 6/8. Yeah, it takes a while, man. You know, it's an unusual pattern. And I figured, let me give you a difficult one because the other patterns would become easier. Like, you know, for example, the 6/8 pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 4. Now I can write that all out and go through. You know, they're actually eighth notes. Be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I just like to sit there. That's one of my favorites. And the drums also waltz. And I'm going to be creating some more different patterns. It's not easy. It just takes a while. Being consistent, working hard, and doing it every day. You know, you could actually do eighth notes and triplets, the 16th notes with the 5/4. 1, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. And you know, you do it yourself at your own pace. You know, just if you feel good with the quarter notes, expand on that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 8 notes. Combine them. 4, 5. Improvise, have a conversation with it. Do what makes it right for you. Just try not to lose it. You're going to lose it like I did a couple times there. You know, I'm journeying off into some areas that I've never been before. So it's not going to be as smooth as I'd like it to be, but eventually it will be by working on it. Do we have any questions on that, gentlemen? Knock, knock. Yes, no? Now, there's different exercises that we can do. Any questions on it, gentlemen? Mike, Ross, there's somebody else in here. There's 5 people in here. 1, 2. All right, no questions. Now, another way you can do that, I'm going to use, so you can hear it, I'm going to use, I guess, you call these the hot rods. I'm going to play eighth notes in the 5/4 ostinato pattern with the left hand. I'm going to attempt to play a couple measures with a downbeat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then from there, I'm going to go 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 5 and 1, the upbeat. So let's try that, just to have a little fun. Let's try it again. 4, 5, 1, 2. That's difficult. You can actually run the stick control book, the concept of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just have a lot of fun. You understand what I'm doing? Okay. That's about all that I'm preparing tonight. Again, with the screaming bullshit. Anyway, is there anything in particular you want me to go over? No questions, Ross, okay. Hey, Ross, you gonna come in and take a private lesson soon or no? Okay. Ross, what you call it? Paul and Michael. Anything in particular you'd like me to go over? Because we're going to expand on the 5-4, and maybe a little bit of the 6-8. Does everybody here have my 6-8 publication? Reading text in 6-8, reading text in 4-4. I should do a reading text in 5-4. Everybody have the 6-8 book and the 4-4 book. Michael has it. Ross, do you have it? And Paul, do you have it? Gentlemen, help me out here. Okay. Buy directly from me, Paul, not on the site. I'll give you a nice discount. It's a $20 book. I'll let you have it for 10 plus the shipping. So just give me on Facebook, inbox me or an email, inbox me your address and I'll send it to you. Okay, the same thing with you, Ross. They're a $20 book. I'll give them to you for 10. That would be if you come in and pick them up. It's no shipping. If you want me to ship it, I'll send it to you. Okay, so what you want to do, Paul and Ross, if you want to not come in and you want to buy one book, the 6-8 or the 4-4, whichever one you want, it'll be $10 per book plus the shipping. So I'm saving you $10. Okay, good for you, Ross. Not a problem. And Paul, if that's what you like to do, send me your your address. I'll send it to you. And Ross, you come pick it up. I know Mike has both of them, and I'm waiting for Dan. Dan has. I talked to him today. Said he was going to come. Okay. Do we all understand how to work on the ostinato patterns? And we're going to be reading tomorrow. We're going to read from the 5-4 sheet, and I'm going to put out a little sheet on the 6-8, and we'll do some 6-8 and 3-4 as well. Some exercises. I just have to go. This kind of book. I have a couple students in house, and I have to go get revisit the doctor as an annual checkup or whatever you want to call that shit. So, gentlemen, is there anything in particular you would like for me to hang out with right now? Because next week we're going to go back to the jazz patterns one day and the fatbacks. Not a problem, Paul.
Hey Paul, how's this softball thing going on? You cool with that? You winning or have any trophies or? Mike, you have any questions? Yeah, we all need to practice the 5-4 patterns, myself as well. It's not easy.
And I'm gonna write out some more things, personalize them for the members in 5-4. Oh, sorry to hear that, but hey, you reached that point, and you know, nobody likes to lose, but at least you gotten to that point. You better be, Mike, or I will shave you next time I see you. Just kidding, Mike, just kidding. Okay, I'm sorry about the issues on the site. If by any chance tomorrow evening, I don't think we're gonna have a problem with the site. It will be on YouTube if we're having problems. No laughing, be serious. Okay? Now before I close up, and I'm sorry about, I said the streaming, everybody understands what we went over tonight? Paul, send me your address, and Ross, I'll see you soon. Michael, you have the books. Somebody else is in here. I don't know who. Probably one of my enemies. Okay. It'd be nice if they can come in and say, hello. Yes, at 1 p.m. and at 8:30. At 1 p.m., I'll be here on YouTube. For some reason today, the YouTube chat wasn't working. So I don't know what the story is about that. And I will post tomorrow at the site at 8:30. If there is a problem, we're just gonna move it over to here. Do we all understand that? So 1 p.m. and 8:30. Okay, any questions, gentlemen? Okay, Paul and Ross and Mike, how about you? You're gonna be at 1 or you're gonna be at the 8:30? You're okay? No questions, gentlemen? I have to call back the streaming company, see what the hell's going on. No questions. Okay, gentlemen, we'll see you tomorrow afternoon, 1 p.m. I'll be signing up. Mike, you be here 1:30. Paul, you be here. All good. Okay. Gentlemen, I apologize, and I try to make it as better. Good night. You're welcome. Okay. Everybody have a good night.